This week on Sailing Sweet Ruka.
Hello. Hello!
We just hoisted the Spinnaker, and right behind us you can see there's a catamaran that I'm Kate. This is Curtis and Roxy the dog. This is our roaming home Sweet Ruka. 1 year ago we quit our jobs, bought a boat, and plan on sailing around the world without going through the canal. You heard me right. Cape Horn and the Cape of Good Hope. Click subscribe and come along for the ride. Well, we are right in between two squalls. If we look over here on our starboard side, over where Puerto Rico is, we've got rain. It's actually raining on me right now. And then now this second squall is just about getting to us. Hopefully we can get to that clear sky right there.
Hey y'all, from Sweet Ruka on a squally Sunday night. We're figuring out when we're gonna tack. We're on our way to St. Thomas. We were doing awesome, just on target basically to go right to St. Thomas over here. And then you can see we got a huge header. So now we've got to dig our way back out of that little header, and it's gonna be a little more upwind. Plus there's a lot of different ships that are in and out, lots of vessel traffic. Big boats, 1,000-foot cruise ship, and 200-foot freighters, and everything in between. It is a little bit tricky navigating through here at night, especially the first time here, and then doing it under sail. So far, worth the challenge. We haven't hit anything yet, so we'll knock on some wood. Keep sailing away. Hopefully we get there soon. We had a good ride here, but we have some maintenance to do. Our water maker's working, but it's putting out a little bit too high of salt content. So we are going to find a water maker company. And it's beautiful, as you can see. Boats going by, islands, this is what we came for. So join us on our little cruise through the harbor.
Look at that, a windmill next to the New Amsterdam Holland America line. We are on our way to do some fun shopping for water maker parts.
Man, it is busy, huh?
Indeed it is. We're not in the Bahamas anymore.
All right, go to the far right.
Welcome to civilization.
It's so funny, huh? How you go from like days and days of nothing. It's like, boom, right in your face. Back to American marketing.
So we're almost here trying to get our water maker parts, and it is hot. We are hoping to find the parts we need here so we don't have to ship too many things down. And we are excited. We don't mind paying a little more for convenience, but paying double for the water maker membrane was a bit too much. So we decided to head to the grocery store and wait in the USVI for our membrane to arrive by mail. And we made a quick stop for a little taste of home too. Now we are walking the waterfront in search of a little grocery store so we can make a cheap meal on the boat tonight.
Get something to grill, hopefully.
Well, here they are just handing out pineapple rum at the airport as you get off your flight, so cheers. It's good too.
All right.
Oh, I see her too. She's got a ponytail.
Oh, do you want to surprise her? Does she know we're coming? Oh, we're
She
coming?
doesn't know where we are.
Okay.
I'll hide.
You gotta see her.
Strange motions, like a
While waiting for the parts, it was time for a bit of fun. My mom was able to fly down for her first time seeing the boat. It was amazing how easy it was to access the airport from the bay. It was great having my mom, as she was an accomplished female sailor herself, having sailed in all-women's crews on a variety of boats and conditions. Her love of sailing and dogs certainly rubbed off on me. Who knew it would be the last chance to see her right before the coronavirus took over worldwide?
Get a picture on this cruise ship, sis. Just don't want to be on that boat and have the coronavirus outbreak.
Nope.
I mean, quarantine. That would not be fun.
We were on our way to Christmas Cove and decided to give my mom a tour of Charlotte Amalie. While on our way, we stopped to watch a boat being lifted, and later we welcomed beautiful skies and warm weather on our way to get the famed pizza made on a boat called Pizza Pie.
She breaks promises for fun.
As usual, here we are in St. Thomas, and we've stumbled across ourselves a race course. What do you think, Roxy?
It's pretty cool that you can have pizza delivered by boat on your boat. Sounds like there's some...
Pizza for pups!
All right, let's see it. Oh, yeah.
We finished the evening with a sunset paddle ready to move on to St. John, a first time for all of us. We enjoyed the sights before we figured the national park was best explored underwater and took to our snorkels. It felt good to swim after the long passage to the USVI. Beautiful.
Let's do some snorkeling today.
But you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in.
Hashtag snorkeling.
Hashtag snorkeling in the USVI.
I'm breathing out.
We took the long, strenuous 6-mile motor sail over from St. Thomas to St. John. It's really calm and really beautiful. There's not a lot of buildings because it's mostly national park. With wilderness comes bugs, but it sure is beautiful. And we really enjoy seeing the various islands, the layers of islands out back behind our stern here. So after the tremendous sunset, we turned on our blue spreader and stern lights and watched the giant tarpon swimming below. This was our first time experiencing these large fish. What a sight. These giant 4-foot-long fish under our boat. I should stick it in.
Yeah, do it.
You're breathing
Our short time together was quickly coming to a close, so we hoisted the main and sailed off the mooring on this light air day to return to St. Thomas. Although only a short sail, we decided that being a sailboat, we'd spend the day with the wind in our canvas.
with your hand on your heart.
We decided to pull out our white reaching spinnaker to help with the downwind sailing and the light breeze. Sailing, it's what we love most. Deploy spinnaker!
One piece in hand, it's a start, but it's a mighty puzzle to lay. No need to say
light winds, we managed to keep boat speed up and keep it an enjoyable sail. Man, those downwind legs are still hot though. We're only going about 6 miles or so, but we'll get in what sailing we can because we're a sailboat. It was time to take my mom back to Lindbergh Bay and make the short walk to the airport, but not before a few hugs. We dropped anchor in the sandy bay and dinghied to shore for what would be our last goodbye. Taking mom back to the airport.
Thanks, Katie and Curtis. What a great time.
There it is, Mom.
Yes.
We made it. It was a fun couple of days, and this goodbye was especially hard. But it was time to return to boat maintenance and some boat work.
We are headed to Caribbean Inflatables to get our mount for our life raft. We're going to mount our life raft on our aft push bit. Kate can get it out. In the event for some reason the boat would roll, it wouldn't be in the center of the boat. It has an auto deployment feature as well. So if the boat ever sinks, the raft will just deploy itself. So we think it's a worthwhile safety feature, a little expensive, but it is what it is. Safety first. So we just came through here. It says it's land on Natty Islands.
And it's a bit shallow. We lifted up the motor a little bit. Now we're in. Hopefully we can land the dinghy here and pick up our life raft stainless steel mount. Be able to dinghy him over, which will be much easier than walking him up and down all these hills.
Now we just got to find the dinghy dock.
Caribbean Inflatables had excellent customer service. It had fairly easy access from the water, and when we arrived, she informed us that she had just sent us an email offering to drive the mount to our bay herself. It was a fun dinghy adventure, so we didn't mind. Now the boat will feel even more offshore safe. Getting the mount was a relatively easy job. Now it was time to get a little dirty and tackle some tougher jobs.
It's all fun and games until the job gets shitty. Today you can see we've got our whole bedroom basically transplanted out into the living room, all stacked up in here. And if you follow me up ahead, you're going to see that we've got the underneath of our V-berth or bed area opened up. And let's go take a look and see what's up there. Ooh, fun stuff. This is the poop tank. These are what we don't like to deal with, and sometimes we don't even like to talk about them as cruisers, but it really is something that you do face. As a cruiser, it's one of the worst things that you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with it. You've kind of just got to grin and bear it and get through it.
Filming the head job was not the most pleasant for either of us, as it prolonged the time sitting and working in the smelly area, but we added our fresh sealant successfully and even finished with some smiles. Next it was time to work on the Spinnaker tear from our passage here, but not before I bonked Curtis in the head with the fishing pole.
Hey guys, we are here on Sweet Ruka, and today we are going to repair our Spinnaker over here. What happened was, we had it up in a little bit too high of wind and didn't take it down soon enough. Our sock got caught up above our forestay, which didn't allow our sock to come down. We had to play around with it for a little bit before we got it dropped. And in the meantime, the wind built to max puff of about 38 knots, kind of knocked us down a little bit. We got everything down, and the Spinnaker's okay, but it has a rip, about probably yay long. We've got our sail repair tape, a pair of scissors, and our Spinnaker. We'll get started here, see if we can find it.
Fortunately, it wasn't too hot of a day, buried in our own Spinnaker, searching for the hole we saw while under sail. It was a quick fix, and we decided to do a banger job, folding her up and putting her away for a longer storage, as we still had our big white Spinnaker to use.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go see our friends Dave and Denise, who just flew in to the airport here in St. Thomas, and go have a little drink at the bar with them. They're our friends from Jamestown Boatyard. So, what do we say?
Let's do it!
Let's go. I always have a really graceful dinghy entrance.
For another graceful dinghy entrance. Woohoo!
What's up, guys?
After some time at the bar, we headed over to St. John again for some swimming and a new activity of swinging from the Spinnaker halyard. Roxy got in on the action a little bit too.
One, two, three, cheese! We're leaving St. John, and it just so happens we decided we're going to sail. We're reaching along in, I don't know, about, let's call it 15 knots of breeze.
What the rest of us thought was going to be a leisurely sail back to St. Thomas ended up being a drag race to Christmas Cove, as Curtis suggested we put up the Spinnaker and make quicker time to pass the catamaran that left the bay just before us. We got a little sweaty, but we had fun wigging the boat up again on the south side of the island.
Today we're having fun playing with cats. Roxy likes to chase cats. Right, Roxy? You like to chase cats? Yeah? We got a couple of catamarans up here. Right over there is an Outremer. We keep going back and forth with them in boat speed. He'll jump up ahead of us, and he'll slow down. We've got Kate and Dave up here. They are rigging up the Spinnaker. Good job, guys.
Yep.
We're giving Dave and Denise a little taste of what it's like to be on a racing sailboat. Should be. All right.
We think these guys. 3 times around is good until going are good.
Okay.
Good.
8 knots of boat speed, passing a catamaran.
Hey guys, we're out here in St. Thomas. We just hoisted the Spinnaker, and right behind us you can see there's a catamaran that we just passed. It is hard to trim the Spinnaker and videotape at the same time, but 2 hauls are not necessarily better than 1.
Heathens on the jig.
They won't even look at us.
Yeah, the racing and catching the mooring under sail. To celebrate our unofficial victory, we worked up an appetite once again for pizza pie and discussed our beautiful Spinnaker sail over from St. John. As usual, we had a little fun, but now it was once again time to get back to work. Would our water maker membrane ever arrive? Stay tuned!